Julien THIEL, CEO of DEASYL, welcome to Unite Monaco.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Before diving into the questions I prepared for today, tell us more about DEASYL. What is your industry? What is your mission in this industry?
The great mission of those sustainable fuels is to bring a solution for our human kind. I mean, it's really important to think synthetic fuels now. We can call it blue fuels, synthetic fuels, biodiesel, bioethanol, but at the end, this is renewable energy.
And what are the potential economical benefits? Because here in Unite, you have an interest and also an economic interest. So what are these?
Basically, we just have to change raw materials from petro-source to bio-source materials. So that's a great mission for those synthetic fuels. That's great that you can build them from vegetable oils. And for example, with the use of used cooking oil, that's a great opportunity to valorize waste into sustainable fuels.
So what are the global scenarios for biofuels?
The trend is, of course, to increase the quantity of biofuels in our use. And basically now we can see that if there is a B10 blend of 10% of biodiesel, mostly everywhere in Europe, but there are huge needs for other kind of end users, like for example yachting, where you need sustainable fuels, and you can use higher blend like 80-90% of biodiesel. And that's a great advantage because you are able to reduce by 70% the carbon footprint just like that.
How about the global policy approaches that
support?
Yeah.
Until now, Europe was helping really with this blend because it's mandatory to have those 10% at the fuel pump. But now we can see that there is electrification of car coming, and for other kind of users, we can really use higher blends. So the policies should also target tax policies, because it's not really so clear with RED II, which is the name of the policy for Europe, using, for example, more second generation of biofuels, like the use of used cooking oil, or for example tallow oil from waste of animals. And there is a step now to go beyond this and to help really to make this transition from, let's say, petrochemistry to biosource chemistry. Yeah,
it's very clear that we are aware of the positive impact that this new industry could have on the planet. But how about the society? What are the societal benefits of biofuels in Europe and around the world?
In Europe, it's really helping to decrease by 70% CO2 footprint by 2040, which is mandatory for Europe. On the other hand, for example, for third countries, the societal impact is huge, because basically you can help those countries with agriculture. You have a lot of engines for agriculture, and I mean, it's a great opportunity to be able to use the waste and the used cooking oil very locally into a green loop, helping to provide sustainable fuels. So the impact is huge, because when you use renewable fuel, you are able to decrease until 70% the footprint. And if you use a new model helping decentralization of production, that's the trend now, and that's DEASYL is bringing on the table, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how about the innovation? Where it will the innovation help you go further with this?
That's a good question. Really, now we see this new trend, as I just said, about having a production model based on decentralization. We cannot have only huge industry not using green chemistry. So DEASYL provide the patented process able to, for example, to use less solvent, less raw materials, less energy. So at the end of the day, you are making a lot of savings, economic savings first. And if you are able to provide small production really reliable on the economic point of view, I mean, this is a win-win for everyone. Yeah.
Mhm. And where is diesel now?
So
What are the industries that you are supporting? What are the companies type that you are working with now?
now we have a great opportunity with a series grant to develop industrial proof of concept, and we will do this with this company based in Portugal named Preyo. We will use the network and the experience of AT Agrar, a German company, helping us in that task. And we are very, very happy to start really an implementation on that in Abu Dhabi. That will be the next step, and it's still on discussion. Yeah.
Researching is very important
Yeah.
in this industry. How do you cover this?
Yeah. I mean, the academic network is mandatory to do so. We are very proud to have those. We have a lot of partnerships, for example, with Professor Meirelles on Biofuels from University of Malaga, also with Professor Daria Camila Bofito, working at the University of Polytechnique Montréal. And now we see that with the team of Lourdes Vega in Khalifa University, there is really this need to go on what is really important with a huge impact for everyone. And if it's not chemistry and fuels, I mean, here is the greatest impact. So people are seeing that now. Also, investors, there is really willing to have an impact on environment, and we need those supports to go to a next step. Yeah.
Do you think that the present geopolitical context will help accelerate the transition to biofuels? Is something that it's happening already?
It's happening. It's so logical where you are able to secure closed sourcing, and that's renewable energy is doing. You can have autonomy, so this is really important now. So we see this, of course, yeah, this is a trend, and plus also the price of petrofuels that somehow helping, and somehow for conventional industry not really helping, because until now, if I said that there is a 10% blend of biodiesel into petrodiesel, does mean that it's petrochemistry buying the biodiesel. So there is an equilibrium, and really I hope that we will be able to sustain those sustainable fuels.
But what do you need to actually develop more this industry?
At DEASYL now, we are doing a Series A because we need to implement
Funding.
this solution and funding. So that's the major step now. It's happening now, and thanks to our patented solution, we really help environment and giving some good profits to
the investors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julien, thank you so much for being here with us at Unite Monaco.
Thank you, Nicoletta. Thank you.